Virgo, welcome to your reading. I hope all is good with you. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday to you guys. We're going to go ahead and shuffle and see what comes out for you. Only take what resonates. Leave what does not resonate for someone else. If you are new here, welcome to you. If you are returning, I'm very grateful to have you here. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get into this. Thank you so much for your love and your support. Let's see. Virgo, what's going on with you right now? What's going on? What do the Virgo peoples need to know at this time for their highest good? Okay, so we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Star in the reverse. The Four of Cups. We have the Five of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Ace of Swords. The Page of Cups. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Three of Wands in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Someone is not getting what they had hoped out of a situation. There's an energy here of someone giving up on something that they thought would be a lot more beneficial, a lot more fruitful. And this could be somebody who's seeing the truth over a decision that they've made. Now, if this is someone who was between two people, now this could be somebody who had a decision between you and someone else. They definitely went towards something that they may have felt it was easy. Something was very easy. But I don't necessarily feel like this was a big dream to this person. Like, this person didn't look at this decision that they were making or the choice that they made and thought, oh, yeah, I'm set for life. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is someone who made a decision based on, yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's cute and everything. But, it could be better. So they went into something knowing that something was going to be more simple, but not necessarily grandiose, or not something that they can necessarily, they would favor in the future. Someone's very bored right now. Someone could be really feeling like there's some sort of dark cloud. I want to say pessimism over life right now. This could be somebody who's not feeling very loved, especially if this is someone who's in a relationship. They could be in some sort of redundant relationship. This could definitely be someone who is just trying to, they're seeing someone just for the sake of it, or just because it's cute, or just because, it looks good or whatever. Three of Cups in the reverse. Someone's not happy with some sort of third party or someone else. There's someone else. I don't know if somebody felt like something would grow into more love or more kind of, they would enjoy it more. It's like knowing something lacks luster and doing it anyway, to hope that, oh, I'm going to fall for that person one day, or they're not blown away by it, but this is the thing, they chose this. Like, this is someone who done this. Like, they saw this as something they wanted to do. This person had free will, obviously. So I feel like this is someone who chose something they knew lacked luster. They knew it may not necessarily be great, and they're surprised now, or they're feeling some type of way now that it hasn't grown. But it started off something that was not, they weren't crazy about it to begin with. It was just easy. Somebody could also go for people who are younger. This could be like naive. They like to go towards people who haven't lived a lot of life. They may not, be very savvy where it comes to manipulation, relationships and stuff. So it would be easy to kind of mold this person or kind of get around someone. That could be another reason why someone chose another person, especially if this is someone who's younger. This could be a younger feminine. Someone could also feel like feelings that, so say this was someone who had a choice between two, 10 of Pentacles. There could have been an ending to a stable connection between you and this person. I do feel like someone feels like something is done where it comes to the emotions or sharing emotions with you. I don't know why. It's almost like someone giving up something that was more pure for something that they didn't even like. What's the Page of Cups? The Fool in the reverse. Like, someone knew that they didn't really want to. I don't know why you would go towards it then. Why would they choose it? They didn't want to do this, or why the Fool? 7 of Wands. I don't know if someone was trying to make a point or make someone else jealous, or, oh, I'm going to go over here and choose someone else. But they didn't want to be with that person. This is someone who was making a point. 7 of Swords. Yeah, they did it from a space of being in their ego, wanting to kind of spite someone else, maybe even wanting to inflict pain on another person, especially if this is someone who kind of like got in their ego with you. I'm going to go over here and choose that person. And this is someone who didn't even want to do that. Now they're bored. 4 of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. They don't know what the next stage is or what the next move is, you know? So say 3 of Pentacles. This is someone who is trying to figure out a way to kind of come out of stagnancy, who they're going to kind of be connecting to. This could be friends, people who they're going to be socializing with. Like, this is not giving someone who makes plans. This is not giving someone who, you know, they would say, oh, okay, I need to get to this goal, so I'm going to do this first and then I'm going to do that. You know, have some sort of task-based plan to kind of get to where you want to go. This is not someone who does that. This is someone who kind of like wings it, and I'm going to do that, and then let's let the chips fall where they may, and whatever happens, happens. And this is somebody who really is at a point now where it's like they don't know their direction, they don't know where they're going, but they know that, you know, they have to kind of stand on some sort of decision or something here. They're really keeping their cards close to their chest, but what they're keeping close to their chest is just confusion. It's just, I don't know the next step. It's just, I've made decisions that I don't really think about, but I go into them and then I deal with the consequences after. This is someone who's kind of really lost, but not coming across that way, or not wanting people to know that they're in an abyss. They're just floating. The Wheel of Fortune. You've made some changes in your life. Very wise changes. You could have learned a lot from some sort of ending to a situation. Some of you really leveled up where it comes to boundaries and, you know, what you give to, who you give to, speaking up for yourself as well. There's been some real changes in your world, in your life, and I feel like it's after an ending happened between you and a person. You've stopped giving to things that are not solid, I want to say. You've stopped giving to things that, you know, you wouldn't be somebody now who would give to something to see how it goes. So it's interesting. You may have been dealing with a person who kind of hung around you because it's like, oh, let's see how it goes. And then they hopped off to someone else. Because this is somebody who makes decisions and they don't really think of the future. They don't really think of after tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is, oh, I'll handle it how it goes. Like, and you've become very much so very hot on making wise decisions and seeing where it's going to take you, not just kind of say yes and not think about the consequences. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like this person may have taught you that. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Justice. Ten of Swords. I feel like someone was intentionally making you feel some type of way or wanting you to feel some type of way. This is giving, yeah, I have another option. I want you to feel worried and insecure that I'm going to leave you at any time. I'm going to do what's best for me and what I want. I don't care who I hurt type of energy. This person could have really toyed with your emotions. Really toyed with your emotions here. Really. But this is the thing. Don't think that this person had some sort of love of their life on the other side. This is not even someone who's into what they chose. This was to make a point. Someone doesn't have no heart. Like, very empty, hollow. Hollow. You're dealing with a very hollow person. Temperance in the reverse and the Six of Swords in the reverse. When I say someone is, yeah, this could be somebody who spends a lot of time at home, spends a lot of time in their head, procrastinates a lot, because this is a lack of direction, big time. This is somebody who doesn't know whether they're coming or going. They're very imbalanced. But I feel like it's the choices that they make as well that kind of, they create scenarios that kind of place them in a situation or place them in positions that they kind of just have to sit in it. Like, and they don't really change their circumstances because they don't change their actions and they don't think very much before they get into things. This is a liability. I got to be honest, like, this is a liability. Be grateful that this did not work out between you and this person, whatever this is. What's going on with that person there that they chose? This cute person over here. Three of Pentacles. Two of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, it's like they're working with that person. They're still with that person. King of Cups in the reverse. This person's hollow emotionally. No emotions. No emotions. They're just there because they're cute. They're there because, you know, they can be manipulated. They could be got round. Three of Pentacles, the Two of Wands in the reverse. Now someone is working with someone because they've made a decision. It's just because they've made a choice. It's like it's going to look weird if they just decide one day, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. But they made a decision very frivolously in the first place. Like, this person will look crazy if they just up and left. Because it's like they may have made some sort of scene here or wanted to kind of get back at you. Point. They're not invested in what this is not the love of their life. King of Cups in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone who's just there for the sake of it. Five of Wands. They could be fighting with this person. This could be somebody very lazy and that person is fighting with them, battling with them. This is looking like struggle. One big struggle. So if you got off the struggle bus of love, congratulations. The Strength card. Four of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, someone broke up with you and because of their point making a point, the Devil in the reverse. It's they're gonna have to sit in whatever they've chosen. I feel like that's what somebody feels forced to do right here. Ten of Wands. created a lot of burdens here. And this is someone who's stunting their own growth. The Knight of Cups in the reverse, the Empress in the reverse. They don't like their circumstances. This is someone who would, till the wheels come off, Judgment is in the reverse, absolutely. Till the wheels come off, I'm going to stand by my decision, even though I know that the decision was made in haste, or the decision was made just to spite another person, just to make someone jealous, or make them pine over me, or make them hurt. Wanted to go out of their way to hurt you, make you feel some type of way, and they chose something that they're not invested in. This is taking a point way too far and then having to live in that point. And there's no growth here. If in the long run, this person is not going to flourish, because this is just a decision that you've made just to hurt another person. You didn't even want to be where you was going in the first place. Now, I'm not saying that someone's crazy or not all there, but this doesn't make sense. This does not. This mentality does not make sense. So whoever you're dealing with, if this is resonating for you, I don't know what to say. They're stunting their own growth here. Six of Cups in the reverse. Five of Wands. You view this person as drama. You had a very dramatic past with this person, the Hermit. And your life possibly got very peaceful after leaving the world. Yeah. Your world got peaceful. You've possibly learned a lot since dealing with this person. Maybe you've gone back to school. You've started to read up on things. Maybe you do a lot of reading or research. Maybe you're researching something at the moment. This could be online research. Things got a lot more peaceful when you detached. The Knight of Pentacles. One thing I will say, like, the people that you're around really set the tone where it comes to your energy. You be around a chaotic person that makes frivolous decisions or makes decisions based on making a point. You be around those people and watch things go downhill very, very quickly. Chaos around you means chaos for you, basically. And if you surround yourself with chaos or people who live chaotic lives, you will live a chaotic life. And I feel like things may have become a lot more quiet and a lot more peaceful since detaching from this. And I want to tell you, being attached to this person would have been a liability. This is someone who takes points too far. Ego through the roof. Disgustingly big ego. Not in the best way. Not in a healthy way. This is somebody who will take a point to the grave. Take a point to the grave. But they're very lost. Very hollow. They're not very emotionally intact. I don't know if this person has been through wounding in the past, or there's something here that's amiss where it comes to their emotional space. And that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a big red flag. Because to make decisions, it's you have to have some sort of emotional balance to make rational decisions. And I feel like if there's something emotionally that's out of whack, and you move in the energy of making decisions impulsively just to make a point to someone else or for someone else's benefit, meanwhile dragging your own progress down the drain, stunting your own growth with the Empress in the reverse, that needs to be taken care of. That this person has some work to do where it comes to evaluating why they do things, who it's for, and if they're really doing things for the benefit of their own self. Because this is someone who is definitely making a lot of decisions and it's driving them into stunted growth. If they weren't, this is like he's wanted to make some sort of point. This looks very pointless, like very pointless. I don't know. Keep moving forward. I see you kind of learning, re-establishing yourself, possibly doing a lot of peaceful things, meditating. And I don't know if you just dealt with a lot of chaos with this person, so that's all you feel the need to do. There does come, it's to say you deal with something that was particularly stressful, chaotic, your body calls you, especially if you are trying to kind of align to a different reality for yourself and change your world, change your circumstances. The body does call for a lot of peace. Like after living in chaos for a long, dealing with certain situations that are very stressful. I know for me personally, as a person who's very empathetic, I take on energy. Like energy rubs off on me very easily. My social battery is very, very, very small. Okay. And I have to recharge that social battery very often. And I absorb energy very easily. And that it's you know what to do and how to kind of regulate those things and how you feel. But there is a real call for you to have peace and quiet. And usually that would happen if you are someone who takes on energies and energies seem to rub off on you and you've been through something stressful and chaotic. It's like the body's calling for peace and quiet. You know, you might just go under the radar for a while and you just disconnect because your body, your spirit, your soul is calling for rest. Listen to that. Because those stillness moments, those times of peace, those times of not doing very much but doing a lot, okay, especially where it comes to your mind, making plans, learning, expanding, learning a new skill, these are all things that are beneficial to pouring back into your spirit and your soul and yourself. You don't realize it. People may look at it as you're not doing a lot. You're doing a lot. Okay, who cares what people think? Restore that energy, have stillness, have detachment, have peace, restore until you feel like resurfacing again, if that's resonating for you. Because I feel like someone may have dealt with someone who was very chaotic and off the wall, and your spirit needs some healing after dealing with that person. The devil in the reverse. Goodness me. Ay. Virgo, I love you. If you like how I read, please next time. Sending you love and light. I will see you soon. Mwah. Take care. Bye.